To begin task 2, we need to create a new table called TBL Contacts. We already have a table here, and to save it as TBL Contacts, we can just go into Design View. So now it asks us to give it a name. We'll call it TBL_Contacts, and hit OK. Now that we're in Design View, we get to add all of the field names, data types, and then settings for each field based on the data that we have on the task. So the first thing that I'm going to do is add all of my fields down the left hand side, then set things like data type and length. So the first thing that I need to do is get rid of the ID field because we're told that we don't need it. Having done that, we're going to start out with first name, initial, last name, street address, city, state, zip code, telephone number, and date of birth. Now by default, Access will set all of these to short text, which is absolutely fine for anything that says the data type should be text here. That's fine. What we need to do is set the length for each of these fields, because by default the field size will be 255 characters. So for first name we want it to be 20, for initial we want it to be 1, for last name we want it to be 20, for street address we want it to be 50, for city 20, for state 2. When we get to zip code, it tells us that the length should be double, but in order for us to choose that, we need to pick number first, then go to field size and choose double. Then telephone number, even though it is a number, we need to keep it as text so that we can add brackets and we can add dashes in there to keep the number nice and well formatted. So the field size for this should be 12, and then date of birth should be date and time, and the format should be short date.